See, and the Snake River is the mouth. It's the mouth of a giant snake, and it's a giant snake head, and the whole of the snake head is the state is the state of Idaho. Idaho, the whole of Idaho is the head of a snake, and guess what they grow in Idaho? Guess what they grow? They grow Burbank potatoes for McDonald's. So every potato they produce in Idaho carries snake DNA. And you don't think that was organised. When I found this, because when I went to Idaho, I was 16 when I went, and they all had these things on their cars, and it said famous potatoes. It said it on their registration. They had the registration number on the car. It said Idaho famous potatoes. So I said, why famous potatoes? So Bob said, because honey, we make all the potatoes for McDonald's for the whole world. I said, for the whole world? He said, yeah, we export them all around the world. And not only are they grown on a snake head with snake DNA, but they're also laced with pesticide. I don't need to tell you that, you know. But when I first started saying that McDonald's was, you've got snake DNA in the fries. Don't even go there with the GMOs and the human meat. Oh my God. And that Finkelstein, Rabbi Finkelstein, come out and said it. I remember watching a video of him saying it years ago. And I'm like, is nobody listening to this? There's no one listening to what this man is saying and calling us goyim. We go to the funeral homes and we collect the bodies and we mash them up and put them in McDonald's burgers. And he was being, because someone said to me, oh, that's rubbish. That wouldn't be allowed. But funny how they started to find human meat in the burgers in Tesco and some of the other supermarkets. So we all used to worry about having horse meat. But did you know when the butchers put a K in the window, if they've got a K in the window, it means that they sell human meat, basically. And it's horrible. It's just horrible. It just turns my stomach. Oh, Birmingham is a lion, and Doncaster is a unicorn. And there's Cormoran the Giant is down at Par in Cornwall, and you can see Jack, Jack the Giant Slayer, but he was big. Jack was, I think I measured him I think he was 110 meters tall, the Giant Slayer, and the giant himself was like about a mile tall. And it's funny because I found a drawing of Cormoran, and it's exactly how he's laying there with his hand up. So whoever drew that picture, they must have been up in a balloon, up in the sky, or in an aeroplane. Who knows? They must have been well, they used to have airships. Remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Of course you do, because you're the same age as me, so you'll remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Came out when we were 10, didn't it? And they had an airship in that. And it was literally a ship with a balloon on the top, because, if there was a problem with the balloon and you had to land in the sea, you had a ship. And a lot of the ships used to call into ports. But then there were a lot of the airships would, a lot of these tall buildings in towns like the Empire State Building and Big Ben and all these tall buildings were docking stations. You know, they were docking stations for these airships. I mean, I believe. Ow, don't bite me. I believe that there's the monument in Monument Lane in London, and I've been up the monument, and I've been up St Paul's Cathedral. I've actually been inside the golden ball of St Paul's Cathedral, and I'll tell you now, it actually is made of gold, and you can fit about 6 people can sit in there, and it was the most amazing feeling in there. I can't explain how I felt. I felt energised when I was in there. It was just the strangest feeling. And after that, everyone who came to England, came to London for a visit, I used to take them there. I used to say to my mum, "Oh, can I do the Greenwich and the St Paul's and everything? Show them around." My mum used to say, "Yeah, of course you can." She'd give me a day off work, and I'd be the tour guide for London. Yeah, London was lovely in those days. It's a satanic shit heap now.